What's up guys, SeaOtterGamer here, back with our first look video, the series where I play a video game for the very first time, for your visual enjoyment. Today we're playing Dirty Bomb. Dirty Bomb is a free-to-play objective-based first-person shooter by Splash Damage Studios, who are the same people who brought us the game Brink. So if you ever played Brink, you'll notice the aesthetics of this game probably look somewhat familiar to you, although the character customization isn't quite the same and they don't have the parkour elements that Brink had. It seems fairly similar. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and show you all the stuff here on this screen, but if you want to skip right to the gameplay, then I invite you to click the annotation on the top left of the screen, because that is why it's there. Let's start here at the home screen though. So you'll notice here's my character. I did play 1 or 2 games last night, leveled up to level 4. So, and then you can see that right here's a handy little screen that shows you if you have friends who are playing, which I do not. Although GamerDad might be on a little bit later, but we'll see. So, and then underneath that you have missions, and these missions refill. I'm not actually quite sure. I think it's a daily mission, but it might be twice a day or something. And you'll see that it has the objective here, and then however much money you have here, and then how hard it is below. So that brings up a good point here. This is a free-to-play game, which means they have to make money somehow, and they make it by selling loadouts for your character. And we'll get into that when we get into the store here. But you can see that with my 2 or 3 games I played, I have about 30,000, so about 10,000 per game here. And that'll factor in a little bit when we're at the store, but depending on how many of these missions that you complete, and as you rank up, you'll get more money from that. And then there's news here. I do want to mention really quick though, this is an open beta, so there's features that are missing, and it may not be completely polished yet, although it seems to run really, really well. So you can see it's got advertisements here on the right, like Kira here is some sort of a mercenary here. I'm not quite sure. All right, let's start here at the top. Let's go to barracks really quick. So this is where you can kind of see all of your different characters. Now, when you first start out, you have 5. You have Aura, who is your healer. You have Fragger, I think that's his name. He's your just kind of LMG guy, if I remember right. You have, what's her name? I don't even remember. Kira, I believe, has an AUG. She's got a 3-round burst weapon. You have Sawbones, which is my favorite. He's kind of like a healer SMG player, a lot faster. And then you have Skyhammer, which I think is the guy with the assault rifle, but I might be getting him and this guy here mixed up. I think he's the guy with the assault rifle, I'm not quite sure. Now, if you want new ones, you can see here that I could recruit like this sniper guy if I had 30,000 bucks, or if I want to spend $6 on it. So that's how you get new characters, either by progressing through the game and unlocking them this way, or by just outright buying them. That's kind of free to play type stuff. We'll talk a little bit about whether or not this is pay to win in a little bit. Let's take a look at our loadouts here. So these are the standard loadouts that you get just from the beginning. These are the free ones. You'll notice, let's say Sawbones here. If we click on him, he has an SMG-9, an M9 pistol, and a combat knife. Now you can see all the stats here, although it'd be really nice to see numbers with these, but that's all right, that's all right. Now you'll also see that on the left, there's these 3 circles. You get augments. Depending on how rare this character card is, which this one isn't because it's the standard one, you can get augments. And those augments might heal you more, or give you more ammo, or something similar to that. And you can get those by paying for cards. So if you pay money into this game, there is a good chance that you will get stronger characters as well. Speaking of which, let's go to cases. I've unlocked 2 cases from playing, and I played like 3 games, so that's not too bad, which I thought I would unbox for you guys right here. So as you can see, there's different rarities here. From least to most rare, we have lead, iron, bronze, silver, gold, and cobalt. So the 3 circles we saw on the left there, the first, if you want to get 1 augment, you have to get a lead. If you get an iron one, you'll get 2 augments. If you get bronze, you'll get 3 augments. And then apparently silver, gold, and cobalt add just different styles of what your character looks like, but not actual any strength. Let's open one of these and see what we get. I hope it's a Sawbones. I have so much fun playing him. All right, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Counter-Strike, where it, what do we got? We got a Fragger. Okay, so apparently Fragger is the one with the LMG here. We got a lead one, which means that he's gonna be slightly stronger. Let's see what he got. Springy gives the Smirk the ability to jump or keep momentum after 3 jumps instead of 2. All right, so there's a little bit of running in this game. We'll talk about that when we're actually in the game. Let's open our second one here. Cross your fingers for me. I'm so excited. I really hope I get a Sawbones or something nice. Even, you know, like a silver one or bronze. Oh, that one would have been nice. Another Fragger. Yes. Oh, that one there would have been so nice. So nice. So what did we get here? Increases the maximum number of magazines that you can carry by 1. You'll also notice it changed the guns as well. So depending on how you want to play, you can pick different ones there. And then of course you can buy them from the store. Speaking of store, there's also boosters. This works just like the boosters in Heroes of the Storm, where it will be active for a certain amount of time and it'll give you more experience and more gold. I'm just gonna call this gold. You can call it cash or whatever as you play. So let's take a look at the store so you can take a look here. So you can buy cases for $1,000 if that's what you want. It's really nice that you don't have to buy a key like you would for Valve. So I guess that just buying the case is enough. Now, elite cases, you will get a silver, gold, or cobalt, but you have to spend real money. You can't use your in-game currency for that. So the good thing is you know that you're gonna get 3 augments because it's a silver, gold, or cobalt, and they'll look nice. Bad news is they're kind of pricey, $5 each. Let's just call it $5 each. Now there's boosters as well. This is what I'm talking about. 6 hours of extra credits. Okay, they call them credits, gotcha. Extra credits per match for $3 or so on. Now you can also just buy straight loadouts if you want. So like I said, I would like, where is he at? Sawbones here. So if I wanted, what looks like a good one. This one here, you can see 20% increase to health regen rate, improves your repair tool, and get up 50% increase in health given to revive. So if I wanted this one, I could just straight up buy it for 17,500 or 350. So there's a lot of different ways to get the loadouts that you want. And unfortunately, a lot of them is with real world currency, but not all of them. Not all of them. So, and then you can also get boosters. So if you say, I want a whole bunch of RDs, and you can buy a bundle that way as well. All right, and let's see here. We got the barracks. We already talked about that. We're gonna go really quick and take a look here. We have our friends list here, if there's anyone there. And then we have settings as well. There's a lot of good settings in this game. It's missing a few that I'd like to see, but for what it's got so far, it's really nice. It's got crosshair settings, first off, which most games don't. The only other one I can think of off the top of my head is Counter-Strike. So you have different styles here if you want to change the style, the size, and then whether or not you get a hit indicator with it, which is kind of nice. You get the visual and the audio cue for that, and you can view, customize your view for your HUD here. I set my FOV a little bit higher. I like it around 90 or so. You can change if it changes when you're sprinting. View bob, I'm actually going to turn off. Arm momentum, that's where your arm kind of swings. We can keep that on. Yeah, we'll keep it on, why not? Camera animations, we'll keep that on as well. Screen effects, if you want blood on and off, lens flare and dirt on and off in menu, you can do that as well. Now, if you go to controls, all right, we'll save that really quick. Here's where you can go into all your sensitivity, inverting, smoothing, all that kind of stuff. I suggest you turn smoothing off, by the way. Keys, fully rebindable keys here. Always a good thing to see here. And then you can also change if you want to hold or if you want to, toggle, crouch, sprint, iron sights, all that kind of stuff. Sprint cancels reload off. I don't want my sprint to cancel reload. I want to sprint reload while I sprint. That seems kind of overpowered. But nevertheless, let's save that really quick. Let's take a look at video here. 16:9, you have resolutions, window mode, you have borderless, bordered, and full screen if you want, VSync on and off, and a gamma slider. And then under advanced, you have a whole lot of different things that you can change here if you like certain things on or off in order to customize it the way you want. I'm not going to go over all of them, but you can also see there's presets low, medium, and high if you want as well. Under audio, you have sliders for master, music, sound effects, and dialogue, which is always good to see as well. You also have notifications on and off, and for those the hit beeps, so if you don't want it to beep when you get a headshot, you can turn that off, although I don't know why you'd want to. And then subtitles on and off, and there's also voice chat in this game as well. And then there's also different languages if you don't speak English, but you do speak German, Portuguese, and French. All right, let's get no, sorry, there's one more thing. After each game that you play, you'll get a notification showing that you unlocked new items and all sorts of good stuff here. So different completed missions, they're all gonna be here to help you out. Right, let's get into a game. Finally, we'll go to quick join here. There are 2 different types of games right now and a third one planned coming soon. First one's just a straight objective. So let's say that it's defending a base. So you're defending certain sites and the attackers are trying to plant C4s at those sites. And so depending on which side you are, that's what you have to do. There's also stopwatch, which means that you'll finish your game and then it'll switch, and then that game will finish, and whoever completed it faster will win. I'm gonna play just straight objective, and I don't really care what map because I don't really know them anyways, so could not quick match. All right, we'll go to a server browser, that's fine. Now there's probably gonna be some glitches and stuff with all of this. However, it's been going pretty well for me so far. Let's see if we can find a good match. US East, US West. Let's try that one. All right, let's see if it'll let us join this one. Server is full. Okay, let's find with 14. US West. Oh, 14 out of 14. Man, there are a lot of people playing this. A lot of people playing this. Is there a West? Let's try this one. Let's see if it'll let me join this one. Please don't be full. Server is full. All right. I wish, oh, you can refresh it here. Okay, I gotcha. I was gonna say, I wish it would refresh more often so we can see which ones are full. Let's go down. Oh, that's too far. Too far. You know what? I'm gonna pull up a game and I will see you guys in just one moment, all right? All right, guys, we are back. Now, as you can see at the top, we can change, oh, it's gonna put us right in. At the top there, you could change who you wanted to load into if you desired. And then you could also pick the teams there, but we're gonna pop right into a game, apparently. So the objective of this one is to guard the EV, which is just kind of this little tank thing, and then stop them from taking it. And then if they do take it and it bores the hole through so they can steal drugs, stop them from stealing it. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. The load times actually haven't been too bad from what I've seen so far. Honestly, it was just hard to find a server because they were either full or there was nobody in them. There's a lot of people playing this right now. A lot of people. And you know, it's a lot of fun, so I can definitely see I can definitely see why, rather. You'll see that the round's gonna start in 2 seconds here. I'm gonna change. All right, well, we'll play this guy here. Now, when you die, you can change your loadout to a different character of the 3. Now, you'll notice I can aim down sights if I want to, but you'll see in a bit that it's not necessarily, you know, a good thing to do. So, and you can also help people up if they're down. Oh, now I'm down. All right, well, we're gonna switch to Sawbones because I like him a little bit better. So, all right, space to deploy. Here we go. Now, when they're down, you can keep shooting them in order to make it so the enemy team can't. He's up there. Let's get across here. All right, I'm gonna throw down a med pack here. This game reminds me a little bit. This game reminds me a little bit of. Throw down a med pack and I'm dead. Man, they are just destroying us. All right, let me finish that thought. This game reminds me a little bit of the Battlefield franchise where you can throw down med kits and ammo packs and all that kind of stuff for your team. So it also reminds me a lot of Team Fortress 2, just how fast you play and the way that it controls. All right, so it looks like they have the little tank thing up there. So we have to stop it. All right, so that's what our objective is now. Now I can pull out the knife and run a little bit faster here, but of course then you have your knife out. So we're gonna get a little bit closer here, and hopefully, if you can get some headshots, you can do a lot of damage. Now the other reason I like this character a lot is because I can heal myself, which I definitely need. Oh, there's a mine there, and I exploded. All right, well, let's try it out a different character. Let's try, yeah, we'll try out the healer. So she's got a shotgun, so we definitely want to be as close as we can. I haven't found the pistols to be really all that worthwhile having, honestly. There's that. This character does a lot of damage, however. Although, I just can't get anywhere close. We're gonna try our assault rifle buddy once again here. All right. They just really have this locked down. They just really have it locked down. Okay, let's go up here. Let's try going up. Oh dear God, we're gonna die. Where am I getting shot from? The only bad thing I can say about this game a lot of times is that... Is that a guy on our team? Okay. Is that they like to spawn camp a lot. We'll finish her off here. Oh God. There we go. I still think I like Sawbones the most. There we go. So they like to spawn camp in this game a lot. So how do we destroy this thing? Okay, we have to shoot it. Gotcha. I didn't know because I always defend it. So we're gonna play Sawbones again because I want that heal. The bad thing is usually when you die you have to wait like 12 seconds or so. Which isn't too bad considering Counter-Strike you have to wait sometimes upwards of a few minutes depending on when you die and how the round plays out, so I guess I can't really complain there. This game is very, very fast-paced. You probably noticed that from watching me play a little bit here. You're very, very fast. Targets are very fast. And it feels a lot like Team Fortress 2. Okay, that's a bomb. Reload here. Throw a med pack out to that guy. Alright. Now, unfortunately, I'm almost out of ammo here, so I have to find someone with an ammo pack. That's it. Ah, then we exploded. All right. So you can cycle through and see how everything's going here. I don't think I've seen this character before. It's got a shotgun and some like grenades or something. You don't get grenades unless they're your special. So my special right now is either the stim pack type thing that you can revive people immediately, or it's the health pack. You have two. See if we can get up here. Okay, there's nobody here. We're just gonna sit here and defend this as best as we can. Ah, we almost killed him. Almost killed him. You also notice it's fairly hard to hit people in this game. They run back and forth and AD a lot. Alright. Unfortunately, the girl that just helped us out exploded. So there's not much we can do about helping her out. Ah, I tried to get out. honestly, my first impressions, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's very difficult. It's surprisingly difficult. It kind of reminds me of, well, the recoil reminds me a lot of Call of Duty. The stim packs and stuff that you can get reminds me a lot of, let's see where to spawn in here, a Battlefield, and the gameplay itself just reminds me a lot of Team Fortress 2. So if those three had babies, it would be this game basically. Now you do get a lot of extra damage if you get headshots. Oh my god, they're all right there. I'm gonna die. I did. Yep. So you do get, what was I even saying there? I don't even remember. So I was too focused on trying not to die. Should we try a different character? Let's try this guy again. See if maybe if we can do a little bit better. So you know what? They're close. Let's try our healer character here again. If I remember right, she's got a health station and where she can quickly revive people. Wow. Very, very fast-paced game, this one. I wish I had a health pack, though. Here we go. Unfortunately, they got it. Ah, we got killed. One of the cool things you'll notice, when you die, you have a ghost of where you are exactly when you died, and a ghost of where the enemy was exactly when they died, and a line drawing between it. So you can see exactly where they were, too. Which is kind of a cool little concept. Wow, that guy cannot aim. He's gonna die. Yep. Yep, called it. Alright, let's get out there and see if we can stop them. Now you'll notice that they got to the site. So now we have to defend this site here. They're gonna try and deliver the drugs or whatever. So our objective now is to stop them from getting into that van, basically. That's kind of cool. That your objectives will change as you play the game. Now, there's a lot of oh dear God, there's a lot of people right there. As I say, there's a lot of different hiding places you can have. See, that's what I was talking about with the little ghost area there. We're gonna keep playing this guy though. It's because I feel like you get a lot of good kills with that shotgun. And that guy had a shovel. Did you see that? All right, so they grabbed the objective. Now they're gonna try and transport it. All right. I keep forgetting you had to deploy. I wish it would auto deploy me. That would be nice. That'd be nice. Oh God, where are you at? Well, that was just a complete failure right there. All right, let's try going back to Sawbones. I think I was having a little more luck with him. So let's deploy. We got to keep them from getting to the van. Let's go this way. You'll notice I don't really use my aim down sights. It doesn't really help you. Ah, I was trying to save myself with some health packs. I have a feeling they're gonna win this one. They're doing quite a bit better. You also notice it doesn't give you your KD in this. Oh, we're at the very bottom of the pack there. We didn't do very well. It doesn't give you your kill death until after the game. It just gives you a score. Anyways, that's how this game is played. So I have a lot of fun with it. The only thing that bugs me about it is it's very easy to just buy better characters with real world money, which is, I mean, they definitely have to make money somehow. I can't fault them for that, but I don't know. It just seems like they could have made it a little bit less pay to win. But that being said, when I was playing with Gamer Dad the last few games, I didn't really run into any like super beefed up characters that we couldn't handle. So, and of course, oh, we didn't get any cash for that game, probably because we didn't win. But that's all I had to say for this one. I'll leave a link down in the description below. You can download it free from Steam. So they also have Steam trading cards and all sorts of good stuff as well. That's basically all I have to say for this one. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode.